Hello, I'm Dave Carney. I am the Preparedness Coordinator for the Montgomery County Health Department, also belong to the Region 8-9 Hospital Preparedness Coalition here in Eastern Kentucky. Today I'm just going to just make a short video on about the basics of operating a generator. Generators are an excellent preparedness asset which can be deployed fairly easily. They provide emergency power for electrical outages that you can use to power all different types of devices based on what your needs are. This one that we're going to be looking at today is a Honda EM6500SX, and in back of me I also have a Pramac generator. It's a Pramac S4000, which has also a light tree on it. And also I have a Black Max generator, and which has an electric start, and it's an excellent generator too. The Honda and the Black Max actually have electrical starts on them. They have a battery which makes them easy to start up when needed. The things that you need to know about a generator is, obviously, one is kind of like its running capacity. Different generators have different running capacity as far as what they can handle electrical wise. So it's always best to look at what devices that you're going to be powering. I believe this one actually provides about 6,500 watts of energy needed. So when you are operating a generator, look exactly at what the devices that you're going to be powering up, and make sure that you don't use anything to overload the capacity of your generator. You'll also see that on the side of the generator here that it is set up that has a couple of AC outlets that are for 120, which is very common in households that you see plugging in different devices like lamps or whatever it may be. This also has a 240 plug on it, which is can be used for bigger appliances or whatever it may be that might require more electrical power. Just some of the basic functions when you are operating a generator. The things that you need to know: I always make sure that I check the oil on a generator before I start up. Most of them have dipsticks located on the bottom, and it's just a matter of simply checking the oil on the dipstick, making sure that you do this. I like to maintain my generators, and I run them on a monthly basis. So it keeps the oil flowing through the crankcase into the generator, and it keeps all my seals and everything else lubricated. The worst thing you can do is that you purchase a generator and just let it set, and then when you go to use it, it may not work. So most generators like this one is equipped to run on just regular unleaded gasoline, and the fill spout's on the top of it, so it's easy just to open that up and fill. One thing that you do need to know is that you never fill a generator while it is running. So make sure that before you operate it, fill it up with gas, and it will run for hours for you. So before you start a generator, after you check the oil and make sure the gasoline is filled up, I always make sure that I pull a choke lever that is located on the opposite side. And you pull the choke lever, and it makes it easy for the generator to start up. The choke lever is located right on the end, and then after you pull the choke lever, it's just a matter of making sure that the run switch is on, which this one is not equipped with that because it has an electric start, so you can just turn it off. So after that's turned on, you can start it up. Once a generator has been running for a while, it's easy to just push the choke lever back in after it has been running, and it will idle just perfectly normal. Some things that you need to know while you're operating a generator. If you do plug up a generator and say that you want to plug it up to a building or a facility that has a transfer switch, it's always best to make sure this is done in a very safe way. If you have an electrician, a licensed electrician that can install a transfer switch into a building, make sure that that is properly hooked up to whatever you're going to be powering. One of the safety concerns is that if you're powering some outlets in a facility, is that you're not backfeeding electricity into the power line. So make sure that that transfer switch is connected properly, and that you want to avoid electrocuting anybody that could be working on the power lines in case there's a storm event or wherever it may be. Generators need to be placed on a flat surface to operate. There is a little bit of noise involved with them, so if you can locate them just a little bit and make sure it's in a well ventilated area, that is the best way to operate a generator. Never try to change some of the factory settings on a generator. That may cause some damage to your engine. When they come out of the factory, they are set at the perfect idling speeds, whatever they may be, and it's just best to leave those things alone if you can. Whatever cords that you do plug into the generator, make sure that they're not frayed, they don't show any wear. You don't want any open electrical wires that could accidentally shock someone. So make sure that whatever extension cords that you do plug into your generator, that they are in good working condition. And as I also want to mention is that when you start a generator, make sure it is in a well ventilated area. Generators have carbon monoxide that comes off the exhaust, and it's just make sure that it's in a well ventilated area, that so there won't be any fumes causing any problems such as that.
Generators with electric starts are easy to operate. After you check your fluid levels, it's just a matter of turning your start knob to run, as Dave will now demonstrate. In the event the battery is dead on the generator, you can manually start a generator using the pull cord. Simply turn the engine switch to on and then pull the start cord. We hope you've enjoyed this short video on how to safely and effectively operate a generator for your emergency power needs or preparedness related event.